Hello. Nice day. Good to be alive. Good to be here. Good to be in good cheer, right? Good to be in a comfortable posture, undisturbed. I'm going to sit cross-legged. I've got a towel rolled up under my butt, under my sits bones, so it raises my hips up in the rear and straightens out my spinal column, my spinal cord. And I'm sitting here with a straight posture, erect. And I like to close my eyes. Sometimes I leave them open. I think both are fine. Maybe you do both. I like to look through my closed eyelids at a light source and see the orangey red glow of the vascular system, the capillaries, and the skin that cover one's eyes, or eyelids. I like to feel the pulse of my heart beating behind my eyes. Can you do this? Please. Be open-minded to your being and say hello. And grow in awareness. It's what we're practicing here today. Mindfulness, right? And meditation. Feeling yourself breathing, or maybe it's your heart pulsing, or maybe it's just the sensitivity of your skin, of your sense organ of feeling, of touch. Feeling. Maybe putting your fingers together, feeling the warmth that is emanating from inside, crossing from finger to finger. Energy. Orangey red energy. It is you. It is me. It is us. Flowing in time and space. Wherever you are, you're not that far from me, right? Really. As a direct line, a bunch of thousands of miles, that's all. If you think of the distance to the moon, it's a lot more, right? To get to the moon than it would be to drill a hole through the earth if you were in Shanghai or in Brussels or the Cameroon. Pretty close by. And we are all alive because we are alive. And we are glowing of energy because we just said we're emanating heat. You can feel it. Well, that's only part of the spectrum of the electromagnetic spectrum is the heat. Infrared, right? Well, what about everything else? Well, science says that there's 100,000 times more things going on than we realize. Oh. That our ability to conceive is about 1,000th of 1% of the spectrum. Heat being a part of that. Thinking about what we are doing. So if you put your fingertips together and let them come apart and jostle them back and forth, so they're kind of like touching and then they're not, and they're touching and then they're not, like that. Right? You're just being playful. And do whatever you want. I don't want to be bossy. But it's something to do to help you actualize what's going on. What's going on here? Put your hands together more tightly. Put them so that even more of your digits are touching your fingers. If you want to think of the whole finger having three spots where it's easy to touch the surface of the skin against each finger, right? And your palm and your thumb too. And feeling inside in this space or outside in this space. Feeling one's skin. Feeling the cilia, the hair on your skin. Visualizing a little dog barking on your skin. It's very small. Visualizing it. It's white and it's happy running around. Visualizing your orangey red glow. Your whole body emanating this energy, this glow. It is whom we are. You don't think of this often, but the truth, it rings and rings in your own heart. Allow it to be. If you're not sure, think about it more. Allowing, accepting, these are important things. Sometimes we can be fearful about parts of our physicality. I know I have been this way too, with eyesight and even with one's physicality, that one is a being of physiology, and that we are alive, and that we are like a energy source, like we're talking about, and that we actually move and are vibrating, and if you like the word shimmering, which I do, shimmering with a sense of majesty, because that's what we do. And it gets back to the thought train that, wait a minute, yeah, this is all kind of crazy, and it's taken 3.5 billion years to get from dirt and rain and whatever else was prevalent upon the earth at that point to today, to now, to being here with you. In whatever day it is for you, whatever time, it's the same. We can look back, we can look forward, being here now. Your heart is pulsing. You feel the warmth of your being. You are breathing. You are shimmering majesty of life. You don't even have to believe it, but it's true. Feeling inside. Your whole body quaking with life. You have over 37 trillion cells in your body, and they are all saying hello all of the time. They are alive. When do you shut up? Never. Even inside. You may not be chatting to someone else, but inside, always you are active. Always. It is the definition of life, breathing, pulsing, shimmering your majesty in grace, acceptance, allowance, kindness, compassion, curiosity, empathy. All of these traits, to plant them with self-affirmations. Planting in visualization, seeds in your own soul's garden. Adding a different sense to your play, both figuratively and literally. It is our play in this sense of talking and creating and things like this, but it is your play in life. It is the actuality of the present moment. Whenever that moment occurs, it is because of things in the past. If you have just been practicing, is your response different than if you were driving your car and somebody was going 20 miles an hour in front of you and the speed limit is 45? You need to be understanding. You need to realize there's a reason for this. You need to broaden one's perspective. And how do we do this? By being aware. By being aware of the foundation of our own being, which is our breath, our pulse, and the realization of our shimmering majesty, that you are alive. That's all. You don't have to say it like I do. I suspect you shouldn't. Again, you should think about everything that someone is sharing with you. It is how you learn. When you learn a new language, you need to say the words. When you have new concepts, you need to consider them in your own unique and beautiful way. It is the best way to learn And that's what practice is. The more you do it, the more you play, the more you practice, the more that you are becoming, the more that you are. We are what we think we are. Self-affirmations. I am whatever characteristic you want to choose. In a strong way, said like this: I am organized. Whatever it might be. Whatever you feel you might want to get closer to, have a greater relationship with, to consider and utilize to your advantage, to be a better human being, a better boss or employee, a father or husband or wife or parent or friend or community citizen or leader. Everyone has to participate in the revolution of our planet, which is to stop being primitive brats and become adolescents. It is time. It is the Aquarian age that is blossoming for this last 5 or 10,000 years. It's time to take advantage of all the knowledge that mankind has accumulated. That's what we're doing here. Seek and ye shall find. Ask and it shall be explained unto you. Science does it every day. They keep learning more and more. Thinking about what we're doing. Oh, whoa, whoa. Talk to you later.